The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Hi, friends.
I was like, hey. Hey, Al.
Hey, how y'all doing?
My bad. Completely. Because we were having a conversation before. Mm-hmm. So this is just bleeding right into the actual episode. So.
Yep, just transitioning into it.
Hey, my Womanology friends. How are y'all? Has it been a minute? A little bit.
A little minute. What's up, Womanology? We still need a name for them. So you said friends. I think babes. Because I like babes. And I like pud. Like, you know, everybody's put into me.
Yeah,
so
I think you said something about like tribe or something too.
Yeah. So we're going to figure out a little name for you guys.
Yeah, so we do appreciate all of those who have tuned in, giving us amazing feedback, if it's personally, within our DMs or on YouTube. Like, all of that warms my heart. We appreciate that so much.
I so appreciate those comments on YouTube. Y'all are so amazing.
Yeah, for sure. So
and then like those who follow the Instagram page, thank you for like, you know, y'all communicate with us, y'all answer the questions.
Being interactive.
So we like that. So we should probably put that on the page, right? Like the question, like, what do you want to be called? Like Womanology tribe, babes, friends.
Yeah, but also shout out to my friend, because I don't be on social media and she be running it. Okay, she'll do the post, the story, whatever, and I be like, okay, friend, I just like it. Because during the day, homegirl be checked out. Like, social media is not like right there or as accessible. So thank you, friend, for you know, remaining active. Because low-key, it'll be tumbleweeds if it was up to me. It wouldn't be no engagement.
No,
so thank you.
I have to give you guys. We talk about this. I just post it. We talk about it.
That's true.
I just post it. And the thing is with me, when I'm on social mediaing, or whatever, I like that. I know social media.
Right. Liking, social media.
Right.
Sure.
So when I'm doing that, and again, I know we talked about stop doing, you know, multiple tasks at the same time.
Yes.
But I have not broken myself out of that. So like when we're working, I'm doing that and this and that and everything. But like when I'm at home and I'm not working, you don't really see a post from me, honestly.
Okay.
So that's why, like, if you look at the posts, they happen in the mornings to like late, you know, afternoon. Okay. And then
that is so surprising. So you be working and be on social media.
Are you working on social media, doing stuff? Like I said, I have to do.
I cannot balance it.
I have to do it all at the same time because I'm not productive if I'm not constantly doing another thing. But like when I am, like I said, like after late afternoon, if you don't see a post from me, it's not. I'm just not on there.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not on there.
So let's check in, friend. How are you?
I am okay.
What's your emoji?
I was about to say my emoji. Okay. So, you know what, guys? My emoji, I'm just kind of like happy. I'm chill.
Good.
So, my emoji is like happy, smiley face, I guess. Yeah. And then like chill. The chill one is, you know, the yoga pose. But I think they have another one with the sunglasses too. So I'm not sure.
Okay, cool. So me, this week, oh my gosh. So I feel like I'm the emoji with the eyes are in a spiral.
Oh,
I feel like this week tested my gangster. Oh my gosh. Work in itself like my caseload is not crazy. It's not a lot of cases that I have. It's what the case is pertaining to. Like I have kids who I'm evaluating for like emotional disturbances. They've either been hospitalized or their dysregulated moments require 3-4 people to contain it.
Let me pause right there. So for emotional disability or disturbance, what we like to say, those students often struggle with self-regulation emotionally. Social emotion, I should probably say. So these are your students that have a hard time coming down after just one little hiccup. You know, they unable to just kind of really get themselves together. This may be your student that cries a lot. This also may be your student that has a lot of anger outbursts.
Exactly.
And these are also your students that may be depressed or just hyper intuitive, I guess you want to say, hypersexual. Because we do get those. Even at young ages, we get those. So
it's typically like little bitty triggers, at least for some of the ones, or not even a trigger at all, and they're just lashing out. Like it's very impulsive behaviors. So anyway, dealing with that, with other cases I have, it just felt like I was going. So I didn't get any sleep this week because I'm up writing reports, and you know our days are full of testing, observing, holding meetings. Girl, so literally staying up to like, I think I stayed up to like two nights in a row.
Trying to write reports.
Yes, and then yesterday was a little bit easier. I went in between 2 buildings. When I got off, I had to go get my hair done. And you know, catch the blind, because this is the last time y'all gonna see blind. It's changing.
Catch this mushroom.
Yes,
my friend be rocking this mushroom.
Thank you. You know what? Mushroom is my favorite.
I'm about to say, my friend, now she is the queen of all short hairstyles. I give her that. That is, you know, hands down. But you be rocking this mushroom.
Thank you. And I've had it in so many colors. Like, I really have. I love it. But this will be the last time for the blind. But got my hair done, then immediately jetted to go see my nephew play. He plays in St. Charles. And as soon as I got home, I was out of there. I didn't wake up last night. Even like, so you know how like you roll over, you kind of wake up briefly. I don't remember any of that. Woke up at 8:30 like, oh my
just exhausted.
I just needed to sleep, honey. So now, I feel like I'm in my bag. Like, I feel like I got my mojo back and everything. I was riding in the car. I was listening to Lady London. Although I love her right now.
You gotta like hit me on to like what song she got, because I've never heard of her before.
It's Lisa's story. It's like an interaction. She's like talking to her friend on the phone, but she's telling you about a dude she's talking about. She's talking to. And then the one, it's like more of a TikTok. It's like a freestyle, but gosh, I wish I could play it. We'll put it on the page. But I love her style, but I love the way she talks. So she was just recently on Know For Sure, and she was talking about her spirituality, and she's very articulate. So she's gorgeous outwardly. So when you get those opportunities to really hear someone speak, and they speak with purpose and intent, and it was just awesome. I just love her energy. I think she's from New York. But, you know, they already got that, like, confidence that, I don't know, it's something about it I really, really like. So, but yeah, I was just vibing to her. And, what's her name? Is it Lola Brooks? Lola Brooks?
Oh.
She's from New York, too.
I don't know.
Dang. Come on, Mark. You gotta hip your mama.
You want to know something, though? He doesn't listen to, like, a lot of the newest artists.
Really? So I use that a lot. Like the music to kind of get me in.
Not really.
To get me in. But the lady rappers right now, they really in their bag. I love that. I love the female rappers.
Right now I'm listening to Jessie Reyes. I love her.
I
love her.
She be talking shit too.
She be talking mad shit. Like, I love that. Like, when she do interviews, and I guess I resonate a lot with that. She did an interview about like just being in love, right? And she was like, all the time, that, you know, sometimes you get engulfed, like, so consumed with that person, like, you're so in love with that person, like, where you fall super deep, right? And so she was like, she has to continuously tell herself, or she is learning to tell herself, listen, it's more water. You don't need to drown right here. And I was like, that's so peaceful, because you're right. It's always more water. So why would you stay right here
and drown? And suffer. And endure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, she be saying, like, you know, some deep shit.
I love that. I love that. She's awesome. I like her too. So, yeah.
But, yeah, so I guess you can add a music emoji.
Yeah, the music is like giving me life right now.
Yeah.
You know, Beyonce. Let's talk about it briefly. So, what was that? On Tuesday morning, I awoken from my slumber, got on Instagram and saw that King Bay had posted she's going on tour.
Baby, when she posted, and I was like, St. Louis, they said St. Louis, Michigan. I was just like,
I immediately was like, typo. I know that ain't right.
I didn't say typo. I had went to her page and I said, we need to know St. Louis, Missouri, and St. Louis, Michigan.
Yeah. So the fact that she's coming to St. Louis
back again. I
was there last time. She came, and it's gonna be a moment. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be warm outside, so I can only imagine the outfits that St. Louis gonna come with. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm excited.
I know. So thank you, King Bay, for dropping that. Hopefully, maybe we'll get another album. I heard that there were several parts to this Renaissance era, so let's. I'm ready for it. I loved Renaissance. I love, the house music and all of that, but I'm ready for something else too.
How much y'all gonna pay for them tickets?
Oh, how much we gonna pay for these tickets though? Okay, so because the price really has not been revealed.
It has not, and I will say this: it's a lot of people that are hating. So you getting all this false information about $1,000 tickets.
The price hasn't been revealed.
It has not. But people talking ish about like, oh, I'm not gonna pay for that. I can just listen to it on Apple Music. Okay, so then that means you're not a real fan, because her tickets typically are very reasonable. So it's like, are you going or are you not? Like, stop talking about it. Like, it is what it is.
It's fine. You can listen to Apple Music.
Exactly.
Nobody's going to stop you
at all. But I want the experience. It's about being in the moment with other fans who love her music and just that energy that you get from being at concerts. Like, I get all of my fucking life when I'm there. So it's like, what am I willing to pay? I'm not about to go broke. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be on the floor. I need to be in section 105, 106 on the side so I can still see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we still gonna get these tickets though.
Hell yeah. But you gotta think, I still gotta get my hair done. I gotta get my outfit. I gotta get my nails done. I got all this stuff. So it's like, you gotta factor all of that shit in. Just thankfully she's coming here, so I ain't gotta go to another city, pay for a flight, hotel, travel, and all that stuff. But I give her a couple $100.
I don't mind that.
I'll budget a couple $100 for her.
What's a couple $100?
I'm not going over.
What you think? What you not going over? And I'll tell you what I'm not going to go over.
Because she come to St. Louis. I'm not going over.
I'll tell you why. The reason why I state that, right? So, bring your shit. Let me tell you. Bring your shit
on this ticket now.
So, Chloe is like a Beyonce fan.
I love.
She is the H.E.R. Okay. Now, I love Beyonce too. But y'all know Riri, my girl.
Yes.
And it's the Super Bowl.
Yes, next week.
I'm so excited.
Right. It's the concert. Rihanna's concert. Let's
I'm definitely going to have a concert next Sunday in my house.
Rihanna's concert.
Enjoying it. But I say that to be like, this is a for real question because we know you to be H.E.R.
Right.
So what you think?
I would say, because she's coming to St. Louis, I'm going to be at home. A good 4 to 5 will be my limit.
Me too.
My limit.
I was gonna say 500 would be my limit for tickets. For tickets for Beyonce.
But again, I've been to other cities to see her. We went to Atlanta, and I don't remember it being crazy expensive. And where we were sitting, we still got a good view. So it's not like, I just can't foresee it being something crazy. Now, something my sister sent me was like, if you're willing to pay a rack for $1,000 or more, like, you might as well go out of the country. So she sent me this video of this lady showing how cheap the tickets are overseas. Of course, you have to pay for your flight and lodging and stuff like that, but why not, if you're willing to pay all of that, get a full experience and travel out of the country. So when we're thinking about the ones that are coming up or just experiences, like, make a moment out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Not just going to view it, but like make it a whole thing. So going with your girls, getting all done up, having this moment to celebrate this
like
artist who is amazing.
A girl's day type of thing.
Girl, I was hitting up everybody. Like, I hit up D, like, what we doing? Because every time I've been to see her, she's been right there. That is my girl. When I say we've gotten into accidents trying to go get CDs, we've gotten through heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? We talked our shit off beat. Like, it's true. It's going to be a moment.
That's true.
It's going to be a moment.
I'm excited for you.
I'm amped.
I'm excited for you. I love Beyonce. She is a queen.
She is. She's an entertainer, and
she's really good at
people be hating and saying, "Wow, she can't really sing," or "This person sing better." It's an experience. She's an entertainer, so she ain't just standing in place. Oh, did you just see her in, what was it, Dubai?
She does. I did see her in Dubai, and I just think people don't give her
octaves.
Girl, and she sings opera. I'm just being honest. She does have those vocals, and I think a lot of times people think when she was younger, and now as she older, they don't realize that her voice has matured.
Exactly. For the better. You know what I'm saying? She's not like a Mariah Carey where it's kind of fell off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I love Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey.
And I hope she ain't did nothing.
This like shade right here. You just threw it.
It is, but you know, not shade, but like, you know, as you get older, things change.
Your voices do change.
Yes.
Your voice for women in particular, because of that estrogen testosterone, balance. We do go deeper though. It's just kind of how.
But for Beyonce has worked in her favor. For other artists, it has not.
For Beyonce, you're right. For Beyonce, it has worked in her favor because she has gotten lower. But you're right. So I guess when you think about Mariah Carey, who's used to those high notes,
so she can't hit them things
because her voice.
She can't do that,
and it happens.
Shade on my.
But I still love you. I still love you, Mariah. I still love you, Mariah.
Still that girl. We ain't gonna take that away
for no reason. Mariah didn't even do nothing.
But the price of the ticket, she can get a little bit more.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I would do like $400 or $500 too. So yeah,
let's see.
I would.
And the month, people say this tax money. You know what I'm saying? Put some money away. You know,
get your little outfit together.
Exactly. I'm waiting for her to release this. I've already signed up for the verified fan.
Me too.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a moment.
So that's something to look forward to.
For sure.
So, friend.
Yes.
Topic for today.
What we got?
Femininity. Sometimes I struggle with this word.
It's okay because low-key I like saying it. Femininity. Feminism.
Even though that's kind of different, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I kind of struggle with that word.
It's okay.
But
a lot of syllables.
My friend have it on Facebook, and then I'm gonna go back. She went back on Facebook like, what word humbles you the most? When you try to spell it.
What humbled you?
What humbles you the most when you try to spell it? I can spell this word very well, but it ain't that. It ain't femininity.
What word is it?
The word to spell it?
Yeah.
Oh, the word that I struggle with spelling. I don't think I'm done.
We are not gonna think that this is a safe place.
Restaurant. Restaurant humbles me. Restaurant.
Damn, I did not have to laugh like that. I am truly her friend, but as her friend,
restaurant. But you want to know something? I be spelling it correct, right? But then I be like restaurant.
And then you look at it like, let me look at these letters again. Is that right? Restaurant. That's hilarious.
That humbles me every time.
I don't know what did it for. I don't even know. We got spell check and predictor so much. I don't even know what I struggle on.
See, that's the whole thing. I don't always use my spell check because I like to. I don't know. I'm weird. I like to push my brain to the ends of all earth.
Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting. Restaurant. Got her in that chokehold.
I can't say femininity. I can't spell restaurant. Okay. So guess what, guys? You are. It's okay.
We all have our flaws.
We all have our flaws.
You know what I'm saying? We're human.
We're human. So you kind of humanize me a little bit.
It's okay.
With the people.
Thank you for being vulnerable.
Okay. During this moment. I can spell that though.
She's stupid. Okay.
All right, back to the subject.
Okay. Femininity.
So
femininity.
What does being feminine mean to you? Like, what are some characteristics of being feminine or, mean to you?
Okay. So, not that it's a story, but it's more than just saying this is what it is. Because I have to use reasoning as to why.
No, for real.
And this is something that came up even in my therapy sessions. So, being feminine to me let's start with outwardly. That means that your hair is nicely groomed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you either have makeup or some type of gloss, nails done, outfit on point. You know what I'm saying? Not revealing too much, giving something to the imagination, but still giving sex as far as your aura or your, and how you move, how you communicate, you know, just being almost like dainty is what comes to mind. And the reason for that is because my mother was very much feminine, like always put together, always smelled good, always just carried herself with so much grace and class. So that's initially what comes into my mind about being feminine. So when I was talking to my therapist, I told her this is one thing I have to do for myself. I have to keep my nails done, got to keep my hair done. And to me, that means that it equates to me having my life together, even if shit may be in shambles. You know what I'm saying? But at least outwardly that no one can see what I'm going through, it would appear that I got it all together. So that's a part of me being feminine that I still hold on to, even though my world may be rocked. Right. I'm going to keep my hair and my nails and stuff done.
I said that today the other day at work, and I'm like, you all would probably never know. I think I put up a post too. You will never know, like, if I'm like feeling really bad outwardly, because I'm gonna have like something, you know, something nice, something cute.
Yeah, always.
I'm gonna be kind of presentable at all the times. I'm not the one. Now, this is me, and I'm not trying to drag on any women who are any female, because don't come for me. That, you know,
they coming.
Baby, because I follow up. Like,
y'all thought it was me.
Right. I would be that person.
It's this one right here.
Right.
But I'm just not, I know some women, you know, when they feel bad, they dress bad. But I just know, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just know that's just not me.
Right. And it's so interesting because if we're just talking about outwardly, about being feminine, I have to, now that my daughter is a teenager, I know I do the most. She says I do the most. Because she'll come out her room, about to walk out to catch the bus in joggers and some like regular shoes. And like hair is always come because I do that part. But it's like, did you not put any effort into I just talked to my sister about this. Because I feel like these kids just come out looking like they just crawled out of bed. Like, ew, like,
I think that's just like, it's probably the generation.
It is.
And
they lazy. Yes.
So I think it's the generation, but I do think it's the type of kid, right? Because my son, when he goes places, not like when he goes to school, because he goes to a school that has a dress code. So he's really wearing whatever the dress code states. But like when he goes places, he puts on clothes.
That's good.
Like he puts on like he gonna put on like a sweatsuit with his signature shoe, the Nike Blazers. And he does.
Yeah.
And he has locks, so, you know, locks are locks.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess that's what I'm trying to channel to Cameron is to be more feminine. But I know I have to kind of pull back at times just because I know if I get on her nerves. Like, girl, I'm just going to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't even thinking.
Or y'all just two different people?
We're probably two different folks.
Gotta remember, you guys are two.
She ain't me. She not
different people.
That is true. And I don't even, again, I know that me and my mother in some instances were two different people, but it's still like I looked at her and she was this image, and it was like I gotta resemble that. Like that was my model, and it's like, dang, Cameron, I know you see me every day. Pull it together, and it's like, girl,
she may get it later though.
She may get it later,
and the reason why I said that because I absolutely, and I'm just saying this, my mother wears dresses. She's always worn dresses, and I absolutely love dresses, and it's not. It just happened.
Yeah.
It literally just happened. Yeah. So, like I said, she may get it later.
That's true. That's true. So, what is being feminine?
Okay, so outward appearance. We're still talking about outward appearance, but the same definition. Just making sure, you know, nails are done, hair is done, your clothes look pretty, smell good. Yeah. I'm always for like a different scent. I like that too.
I'm a vanilla girl. That's what I'm on right
You
now.
know what I like? I like florals. I'm liking a floral. Like the scent I have on now is like Gucci floral.
Oh, that was so in my mind.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I like florals.
Okay.
So
love that.
That's what I'm on right now. And then sometimes in the summertime I like musk smells.
I like musk.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so good.
That's good.
So yeah, I guess the same, similar, but and I know this may sound bad, but I am a girly girl. Heels.
Oh my gosh.
Heels.
Like, I think when people see us, and especially going out, like, to know that we're going to be in heels. It's almost like
always wearing heels.
A given.
Yeah. I don't want to put a false impression, like, to my son. Like,
you already did. It's too late.
You want to know something seriously though? Because I was talking to
18 years old.
I was talking to him. I was talking
He gonna bring
to him
some
about
out just
it.
like you.
Exactly.
Well, remember that one time
She did.
Oh,
She did look like you. But they say that when you are dating people, you date them in accordance to like something about that parent. So for us,
so I don't want to feel that way, but I feel like it is kind of a false impression because he thinks that women are supposed to like wear heels. They're supposed to be dressed up. They're supposed to be pretty, like stuff like that. So
why are you setting up this high ass standard?
But it was unintentional.
Yeah, for sure. But we
we
don't think about those type of things, especially with us having children. The standards that we set or the expectations, they don't think that is then the norm. Like, then every woman should be cooking for me all the time.
And that's what I'm saying. Unintentional. And
no, I didn't say that was wrong or anything like that, because that's your baby boy. You know what I'm saying? So you do those things, and because we're single mothers, we just take on the weight of the world, and it just is what it is. But for him as a man, that's gonna be a whole nother episode, baby. Because then they search for women. Don't do it. They search for women then that can resemble what their mothers went through without knowing that mama was in the room crying because she had to take on that weight, or she was showing outwardly that outward appearance of being all put together, but she was crumbling the same way I just said it.
So I'm gonna pause right there, only because I want to mention this point, right? So you just mentioned like, you know, how we were hardworking, how we kept it together, how the outward appearance looks really nice. Like we look really nice. And then that's what he may think. But then again, when you have that outward appearance and, you know, everything looks nice, is that feminine energy or is that masculine energy? Because sometimes I'm not walking in my feminine energy if I have to continue to have this space, if I have to continue to keep things together, if I have to continue to be that go-to hard ass person. Like I may look feminine on the outside, right? You know, hair done, everything, whatever. But on the inside, am I operating in my feminine energy or am I operating in my masculine energy? You see what I'm saying?
I get it. And a little bit of me doesn't even want to put gender to it. It's almost like a survival energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stereotypical for everything that we know about gender, what it's supposed to look like, because this is something that was a set standard well before we came. You know what I'm saying? So we're basing how we should conduct ourselves based off of some type of impression of some white ass man, or like something that should morph or evolve with generations, because how our mothers were feminine in the 50s, 60s, 70s is totally different.
How women are feminine
now, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's more of a survival energy that I feel myself residing or have resided in for years. And now I want to be soft.
So that's another, but that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so coming back to that. So you're saying survival when it comes to that hard masculine energy,
because I feel a way to protect me and my daughter from any challenges, any struggles, or an attempt to do that, from any struggles, and, you know, just making sure that we were okay. You know what I'm saying?
So was it a way to protect you and her, or just you? Because when I think about it for me, right? Because you got to think about your kids. Your kids follow you.
Right, she probably don't give a fuck.
And that's where I'm going. Because I was talking to Mark the other day. We were just, you know, discussing, and he was like, he asked me a question like, why do you do that? And I was like, you haven't realized by now I'm winging it? And he said, no.
Right, I'm gonna do it the best you can.
He said no. And I said, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they don't know. So you're right. So me being in my toughness or my hard phase, I wouldn't necessarily call it survival. I would say it's like, well, I guess it could be survival, but I still want to name it as masculine energy.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Giving labels to it. Give a label to it. We're getting some head shakes on the other side of the camera. Say it again. Say it one more time. What you were saying, just so
I still want to label it as masculine energy. Me being in my survival mode, rather than feminine energy. Because when I was in that masculine energy, I wasn't being soft. That's why I say that. Like I was really, really hard when it came to showing emotion.
I know a lot of soft dudes that are supposed to be masculine, so I don't know about that. You think it's masculine energy? That could be soft energy too.
Really?
Yeah, you being all that's soft energy still.
Right, but no, is it soft energy when it's a man?
I'm talking about it's a man doing it. I'm talking about this puffing up extra.
But for a woman,
I mean, it's just
exactly. But for a woman, it's harsh. I was just about to say that because for a woman, if we puff up,
itching to put the B in front of it.
I was saying you knew what I was about to say. You knew it. So I'm about to repeat that, y'all, because we right here. But you're right. When a woman puffs up and we like in our bag and we be called the bitches. Like we be it's bitch energy. It's bitch energy.
I think most
but yeah, like you said, that's being in your bag, that's being strong, that's being confident, and where we view it again as a way of survival, a way of protecting ourselves, or a way of showcasing knowledge sometimes is deemed negatively.
It is deemed negatively, and I think a lot of times in Black women in particular, when we are in our bag, you know, boss, we get called bitches when we do the same thing that males do. And I'm just saying this because, as you know, like being school psychologists, we do we run meetings, you know, we have that leadership. That's what I'm trying to get out. We have those leadership roles. And so when others don't want to listen to us, or when others don't adhere to what we say, or they don't agree, let's say that, we are called the bitches. But if a dude does it, and he's strong on his word, and he doesn't bend, he's a boss.
Yeah. It's a stereotype. I mean, and we're here to knock down those stereotypes and rebuild something new. I mean, I think that we can be the boss. We can be confident, strong-headed, opinionated, and that's okay to have your own viewpoints and opinions and just perspectives. But I think that we can reside in that and also be submissive.
I was just about to say, it's okay to be soft.
It's okay to be soft.
Your delivery.
Yeah. I think it's the way you say things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With the volume, the tone of your voice. And I think that's something that I've had to learn how to reshape when it comes to me in my professional field. It's like I can't be rah because someone's questioning my viewpoint. I have to give more clarity and really articulate my words so that they understand what it is I'm saying, and make sure, you know, that, what is it called when you're in the workplace? It's a certain way to say things, like you're being passive aggressive, like you got me fucked up. Like, don't question what I gotta say.
Microaggression.
Right. Yeah. But it's a way of me saying it where you
it doesn't come off
as
being offensive.
Yeah.
So even though taking a step back out of work, even like, let's just say restaurants for service, right?
Spell it real. Don't play. Go ahead.
It be your own
friend. I know it do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, like with restaurants, right, or like when you go out to dine, and you know, sometimes when you have the waiter or waitress comes to help you, depending on the way you speak to them, it depends on how well of a service you get. So a lot of times, and I'm just saying this because I recently went to brunch, and then sometimes when we are, you know, asking for what we need or what we want, it depends on your tone and getting personal. So like, hey, I will always say, what's your name? I'll be like really calm, really mellow tone rather than rah in your face.
Yeah, because they're going to go back there and spit in your food. So, don't want that.
But then I say that because somebody can go back and spit on what you said, your opinion, if it has not been
I like how you did that.
received properly, or you haven't, you know, said it properly.
Yeah.
So you're right. So I'm working on in my feminine energy. Like I'm in my feminine energy, femininity, and being softer, being more.
Define it for yourself.
Yeah. So being more chosen with my words. Being more particular with how I want to come off. and being more personal with those who may not know me as well. So I feel like in that sense, I am more softer or becoming more soft because I want to be more of, you know, in that feminine energy because I was in survival mode for so long. So I could not necessarily, I couldn't be in it though. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I think even when people will come up to me and will, like, you know, grow a friendship, the first thing they'll say, when I first met you, I thought you were so mean. Or you were like a mean girl or whatever, just because I'm so quiet. So initially when you meet me, I'm very observant. So I'm peeping the scene to kind of feel that energy.
No,
so I'm quiet. So, but my resting bitch face can be put off, you know, people can be put off by that. So it's like, until you really talk to me, you will see like, super sweet, cool, laid back, whatever. But at first, like, people would be like, you look so mean, smile. You know, dudes will see you and be like, girl, smile, put a smile on your face. And it's like,
I'm so tired of hearing that. No, I'm just saying, I just heard it recently. I was at OSA or whatever, you know, because we girls. And this one man, he was in a cashier and we came out together. He you know, he held the door for me. I said, thank you. And he was like, oh, you too pretty not to be smiling, Ma. And I was like, nothing's wrong. I'm fine, thank you. Right. So nothing's wrong. Yeah. And I allowed you to open the door for me because sometimes, and I see this with myself, not with myself, but I see this in like other women. You know how men will, I don't know, it's in y'all to kind of like intentionally hold doors open. My son does it too. Like,
good. You're raising him.
He does it too, but it's not necessarily like, somebody told him. It's just
something innate.
It's automatic.
It can be for other men too.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's walking behind you.
Like, that's almost like a respect thing. Like, I'm not gonna let the door close in your face and I'm right here. Like, that don't make sense.
Yeah. So, but I just know some women who are in that survival masculine energy that may question it. And they may just say, oh, no, thank you, I got it. But really, just let them have it. It's okay. It's not gonna hurt you.
Not at all.
Never had a woman do that to me in my life.
Really?
Never.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
I think it's if she think you attractive or not. Like, he could look like you cool. Go ahead.
I've seen it happen before. So where women be like, no, that's okay. I mean, they're nice.
Or maybe I don't pay attention. Like, nope, I got this anyway. Like,
oh, see, you know, that's another one. Like, yeah, you're right. I got it anyway. Yeah.
I try not to now. I try to be more, because I got that so much about like how I look when I'm just focused or whatever. I try to be softer. So when I go into places, I speak, I give eye contact with men and women. But we were talking about this right before the camera came on about just being nice, and I try to speak because men and their egos, I guess, if you don't, like, either, like, I see something in my background, so it's throwing me off. So I have this thing of like, cause you know, you be out late, we go out, drinks, dinner, out to a club, whatever, and then I may need to make a stop. I try not to do that. But if I see men, I try to give them eye contact like I see you, I'm peeping you, I'm gonna speak to you because I want to show you that I'm not some ignorant ass woman that you can get an attitude. Cause you know when you reject a man, some men, let's say that, some men.
Clarify, don't come for us fellas.
Some men, they get their feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? They get in their feelings, and because some of them don't know how to cope with their emotions, they lash out.
Unable to self-regulate.
So I tried in some moments or environments to be a little more softer because I don't want it taken in a negative way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone try to talk to you, be like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm just going in the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to turn you down. I'm not trying to, like, be rah-rah with you. I'm just letting you know, like, no, you don't have to talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, seriously.
And it's not a dig. It shouldn't be a dig at your ego because I'm rejecting you or not taking the time to hold a conversation with you. Like, I got shit to do. But it's like, I try to be more softer in those moments just so it's not conveyed like I'm trying to be ignorant.
Yeah, no, seriously. So I agree with you on that. And I guess to take it a step further though, sometimes as women, when we do get those, you know, like, hey, how you doing or whatever, and I've seen it before, sometimes we do get nasty. Like, sometimes women do get nasty when it's just like a dude just like, hey, ma, how you doing? Or like, hey, sis. I get sis a lot. Like, what's up, sister? How you doing? You know, it's from my brother. I get like, hey, sister, how you doing? I work in a predominantly black district. That's what we do. And sometimes it does come off as like, you know, when you don't speak back, it can come off as rude. And then a lot of times, and I'm just saying this because this has happened to me before, when you are in your feminine energy and then you are receptive to like, hey, how you doing, to men speaking to you and are doing things for you, other women may see that like, why is he doing that for her? Or why is he doing that for, you know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily he's doing something for me. I'm receptive to what he's trying to give out. He's trying to give me that energy out, and I'm receptive to it. So it's not like he singled me out. It's just that I'm receptive to him being a gentleman. Yeah. And sometimes if you're not receptive, then you're going to get that cold, you know.
Exactly. That's very true. And I think back to respect. If you're speaking to me, I'm going to speak back. You know what I'm saying? Just be respectful. Like, hey, how are you? Be kind. Be kind.
It's nothing
Everybody,
wrong.
If I'm going to the mall, if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm speaking to the people, white, black, whatever. I'm going to acknowledge your presence. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I want to hold a full-fledged conversation? No, I got stuff to do. But, you know, like, I'm not, even in that moment, I'm not going to be ignorant and say something mean to you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are trying to holler or whatever, like, I'm not going to be crazy with you. I mean, it don't even warrant that. So, no, I'm not going to do that. But, again, we've heard of instances of women being at the gas station and turn down somebody. Then she get
followed,
robbed, beat up, or whatever. What I
called a bitch.
Yeah, just because she's not engaging in conversation with you, like, grow up.
Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. But again, certain people, and I won't even just say men, can't handle rejection. I'm one of them to a certain extent.
I'm not saying rejection. No, I can't. I'm just,
you know what I'm saying?
Rejection is hard.
Yeah,
rejection,
it's hard.
Sensitivity is a real thing.
It is. So if you're being rejected in front of your peers, in front of your homeboys, or your homegirls, yeah, that may sting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But still, it doesn't warrant you calling me out of my name, you trying to get physical with me, or following me, or anything like that. So that's a whole nother topic about how mamas need to rate their boys better. But, you know.
Exactly. So, question for you.
Insufficient daddying, I call it.
Yes. Insufficient daddying. Daddying.
Insufficient daddying. Or it could be insufficient mommying too.
You know what? I think sometimes it is insufficient mommying. Yeah, I can see that. Question for you. The same question you asked for me. What does your soft era look like? Remember, because we know about mine. What does your soft era look like?
My soft era. It looks like less stress. Like, not.
I like that.
I was, and I guess you couldn't see it, but I used to stress over every little thing, and I'm not sure how it showed up in my body, but I would stress over work, relationships, and my being a good parent, all of those type of things, and I would go to sleep with this stress and wake up tired and exhausted. So now it's like, I can only do what I can at this job. Like, at a certain time, I got to turn this shit off, and I have to live my own life, because I can't be so consumed there that I'm neglecting myself. So,
are things you like?
Yeah, are the things I enjoy, exactly. So, just minimizing my stress, taking part in more self-care, and not just, you know, the way I dress or whatever and how I look, my hair being done, my nails. But you know what? One of the things one of my friends is still on me on, I'm sure, like, go get that massage. You know, go relax. Go get that glass of wine, or, you know, those type of things. So you can just be more relaxed and calm and just give your mind a break. Being soft. I don't know. Like, it's just carrying myself, like, with just less worry. And
it's like an energy.
It is. It definitely is. Like it's not anything outwardly. It's just like taking care of myself, putting myself first, you know what I'm saying? Choosing me first. And again, it was something, I can't remember who said it. Was it Iyanla? Like, I'm keeping my cup full, and whatever spilleth over is for everybody else. But in my cup, I have to keep this, because without it, I'm drained, I'm lost, I'm frustrated, I'm irritable. So let me keep my cup full. So that's taking part in things I enjoy, being around a certain group of people that give me life and give me substance, being, you know what I'm saying, just
like-minded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just having my cup full with the love that I have for myself, having it there. And then what comes over, I can give to my friends. I can give to my baby. I can give to this man, this husband that is coming. I can do that then. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I can do that then, but first I have to take care of me. So that's my soft era. It's being very fucking intentional with who I am, tapping into what I need in whatever moment that comes, feeling it, and then pressing forward.
I like that. 2 cents. No, I like that, and I think I struggle with keeping my cup full because sometimes I pour out, and then I pour out what's for me, and then like when I'm at the brim, not the brim, but like a 3/4, no, 2/3 maybe. Come on, let's just say that's when I'm drained.
Yeah, you're depleted, you're exhausted, and like I was saying at the beginning, this week took the life out of me.
Yeah, like, you said that.
SSC got all that coins up out of me. You know what I'm saying? I worked to the fullest, and like I needed to rest. So it's like I needed to be in tune with my body. What is my body needing? I just told Rhea, I have the worst headache, and typically I don't have those moments where my body takes the brunt of my emotions. But when this headache came, I was like, baby girl, put your head on that pillow and just go to sleep. I told Cameron, as soon as we got in, we ate some food. We had her friend with us. We stopped and got some food after the basketball game. Ate that, took Pepper out, did what I needed to do with him. And now, Cameron, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what, she could have had a full-fledged party.
I don't know what you finna do. I don't know what you finna do.
Right, but mommy is going to bed, and I slept so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So that filled your cup back up.
It did. Like today, I'm in it. Like, where we going after this? Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for the world. But I had to be in tune. I couldn't keep going because even though, yes, I need to be studying. I need, you know, I can catch up on work. I can do all of those things. But it's like, I need a break. I just need to just relinquish all of this shit and just do me. And me last night was going to sleep.
So my other question is, okay, so we talked about what feminine, you know, looks like you.
Yeah.
Feminine looks like for you. What about in dating? And the reason why I say that is
I don't know why I just got excited.
No, this is why I said that. Oh, I just hit the mic. Y'all probably need to hear something. But the reason why I said that is because I've been reading a lot of things.
Okay.
Y'all know I just said I be on social media while I'm working. So I've listened to a couple conversations about men and how they want their women to be or their potential to be. And some of it makes sense and some of it's like, boy, if you don't go out your mama basement. But anyway, some of it, you know, it sounds like that. And then some of it is like, it makes you think. So one thing in particular is that he had mentioned, I want to make sure my woman or my wife rather is so in her soft era that she doesn't ever have to touch into her masculine era when she's with me. Like I want her to be completely in her feminine bag. She doesn't ever have to touch into her masculine era. Like, cause he said, me as a man, I feel like I should be able to provide that safe space for her to be able to let her hair down, for her to be able to keep her cup full, for her to be able to take care of me, but not too much. Like I'm a grown ass man, so she can still take care of me, but not like too much. We got a message.
I'm laughing because Rhea is talking some real shit right now. And Daryl is in the background like, let me get my pen. This is and my paper. With this fucking message. Sucker shit. Sucker shit. I think
it's impossible. You're a human being. Like you ain't gonna be able to make somebody be their femininity 24/7.
No, very
like, that's hard. That's impossible.
But I think that's what he said.
That's impossible.
No, I agree with you. I think he realized it is impossible, but I think that's what it's a goal of his.
It's a goal.
That's an unrealistic goal.
It is. I think
I want to do the best for you to make you the most happy.
It's a buy-in. It's a buy-in for the women who are taking care of everything. So for a man to say, yes,
like bait.
Because I agree. Because as you were speaking, I was making notes. It's not realistic. You can't be that. And there are going to be some eras, parts of myself where I show up stronger, and I want to exist in that. Don't take that away from me. So with him saying that you can be soft, I don't want you to show up in this masculine energy, or I want to take this load off, I want you to be soft. It's bait, because for us, single black women with children, we're taking on a lot. So you to come in and say that, it's like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
But he's full of shit.
Like,
that's my point.
It sounds great,
but it's not good. He's lying.
But when I hear it, it's like, not that I would say my younger self, because I feel more mature. So now that when someone says that, be like, yeah, girl, okay,
you gotta show me that shit.
You do. You have to show up. But to hear it, sometimes be like, thank you for like wanting to do it, like putting in, I guess, the effort that you will put in to securing that. But as of like hearing, it's bait. It is, and it's almost triggering
it's
for
very
a man
bait.
to
just like we
that.
talked about on the Miss Man thing. It's bait. It's bait.
It sounds so good. It sounds good for me to say I'm gonna cook every day. Am I gonna do it? No, I'm not. I'm gonna be tired. So it's like I'm not gonna do it, but it sounds good. It sounds good for me to write that as a resolution. I'm gonna do X,
but
Y,
I shouldn't expect somebody to do that.
Exactly, but I should not expect someone to show up for me in that way if I cannot do that for myself. So, and again, like I said, certain ways I'm very strong-headed. I like doing certain things. I like giving my input and us being able to have a conversation. Don't take that from me.
So I don't think he means that he's not going to take that, your opinion. And I'm not trying to say that he's not doing
or where I'm strong. Like I can be.
But I don't think he means that. And I'm not trying to say, I know sucker shit, but I'm thinking like, I know sucker shit. I know sucker shit. This is what I'm saying like this. So example, what we do, right? Or like if we're having a big conversation about autism. I just threw out a conversation. And it's a heavy conversation. Everybody knows this is a heavy debate.
Which is dope post you put up too.
Thank you. It needs to be said. Everybody know this is a heavy conversation amongst the black community because we don't want this to happen, right? And it gets heavy. You know it gets heavy. So I don't think he's going to take that away from you because as the expert, because you know what we do as the expert, I don't think he's going to hush you up for saying that if he does like engineering or electrical work. Like what the fuck you know about this shit? I mean, not to say that you don't know, but as the expert who went to school for it and you fucking looking at numbers, I don't think he's going to take that away from you. You see what I'm saying? So, in that sense of an opinion, I agree. I don't want, or I would never date a man that would take my opinion away because I'm heavy opinionated on a lot of topics. Yeah. But a lot of topics I don't give a fuck about. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I get that. I think for him to say that, it sounds awesome that you'll be able to come in and take a weight off, but we'll also be able to work together.
That's what I want. Yeah. I want to work together.
What that is called is partnership. You know what I'm saying? So I long for that. I yearn for that from when my husband comes. But it's like when you say take that weight off, it is appealing, but as a partnership, we'll have to define what that exactly looks like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because yeah, go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm just saying I'm agreeing with you. I'm just like, like what it looks like.
So it sounds good, but you have to show a lot to back that up.
No. So here's the second thing that I read. So, and this is a kind of a funny post. It was like a dude or some guy saying like they wouldn't date girls who had dogs. And you know what I'm talking about.
No, I do have a theory, but I get where he's going though. So it's just a part. It's horrible. It's horrible, but I get it.
I'm about to be talking mad shit.
Oh, I mean,
let me listen first before I.
No, he's wrong, but he's right.
Go ahead. You want to say?
No.
Go ahead.
I don't understand.
I don't even know what he said.
It's a thing of. It's only women that don't have children or like or anyone else in their home. It's like you're projecting having a child into the dog. That's where I know cats think about it.
And I've heard that too, but I also heard like your man. Like
the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's child or a man into the dog. The lack of that. But you have a child doesn't apply to you.
But kind of like my
kid. Let me just put it all out there. So I read this post and it was like, I'm not going to date a girl or middle-aged women. Let me just be
middle-aged.
Yes, I heard that, like middle-aged, like 35 plus.
That's middle-aged?
I guess now.
I thought middle-aged was 50.
You know what? Don't say 50 because I ain't middle-aged.
You know what? Middle-aged is supposed to be. Okay, y'all know I'm
Google it. Middle-aged.
Y'all know I'm a nerd.
Right, because when I think of middle-aged crisis, I think of like 50-year-olds.
So middle age, you have to think about like the life expectancy. Life expectancy is like 78 80, right? Mm-hmm. So like in the middle of that,
40 to 60.
So yeah. So in the middle of that, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
okay, keep going. What else are you saying?
So let's just say 35 plus.
Okay.
So that's not necessarily middle age. Mm-hmm. We're not there yet.
Mm-mm. No.
So with that being stated,
speak for yourselves.
He was saying that he wouldn't date a woman who has a dog because where would his place be? Like, where would he fit in? Because
okay,
the
that's
dog,
not what I'm thinking at all.
The dog takes the space. Like, the dog takes, like, where I'm supposed to sleep. The dog takes, like, when I'm supposed to get into. Like, the dog takes when I'm supposed to, whatever. And it becomes self-consumed. I want you to say, because, you know, these are just posts I've been reading preparing for our show.
Yeah.
And so the dog takes the place on all this stuff. And I was just like, no, I wouldn't do that. But I don't have a dog. You will never have a dog. I don't like animals like that. Pepper's cool.
Thank you.
I don't like them. Yeah. Well, everybody knows that about me.
From a newly dog owner, you know, first time having a dog was Pepper's too. That's my first animal, and I love my dog, and I do treat him as a child. I speak to him as if he understands, because he fucking does. And I cater to him as a child. He just had a birthday party.
But not your man, though.
But he's not my man. He's like my child. But I take care of him. So it was, okay, I'm not going to put a name to it, but there was a situation where a friend of mine had a dog. The man was the relationship that was new. She's had this dog for, let's say, 3 years. She just been dating this guy for a year. He just realized that he's allergic to this dog. So the conversation was
her and the dog. I mean, him and the dog.
Him and the dog.
Okay.
And low key, you're going to have to take some medicine, because I'm not getting rid of my dog that was here before you. So that's a whole other thing. But I thought Jared was over here looking at me. But with that, like, the love I have for my dog, he gives me something that I don't expect anybody else to. Only he can give me that type of, just like my child, no one else can step into that. And they existed well before you, and they're going to be here. I won't even say after you, because I hope my next is my last. But I care and I cater to my dog, that the person who comes into my life is just going to have to accept what it is. Okay. And it's going to have to love Pepper as his son, because that's what he going to be. Okay?
I agree. Okay, so here's the last one.
Okay.
All right, the strong black woman. Is that hurting us? Saying that title, I'm a strong black woman.
Yeah, it's unrealistic. Yes, because then you expect us to be strong through and endure it all.
Yeah, I feel like it is hurting us, not only to, you know, just to go a step further back, but some of the things that you expect us to endure, you think we got it and we don't. And then that goes back to what we said earlier. I perceive, like, my outward opinions. Appearance does not reflect how I feel inside up here. And that's a lot of times you hear a lot of black women who are having heart attacks, who are dealing with a lot of, you know, health issues.
Yeah, heart failures and stuff.
Who are dealing with a lot of mental,
high blood pressure,
mental issues, you know, stuff like that. And that is because of that. I'm trying to be a strong black woman. Because my mama did it, because my grandma did it, because my TT, my auntie did it, so I can do it too. And then one thing I like now about this generation, and we talked about this in our last podcast, that's impossible to be 100 to every single thing in your life.
Exactly. And it's, I champion those women who came before me that did endure it all. Kudos to them for holding it down and making sure everyone did well for themselves. But at this point, I'm glad that we're in this era of mental health, and, you know, taking the opportunity to go seek support through therapists, counseling, life coach, whatever, to be able to help us manage these different emotion and life experiences. Because saying that I'm strong takes away the fact that I am sensitive, I am compassionate. I'm happy you brought that up. Yes. And it's important for people to get the totality of who I am. Like, all things can exist at the same time. Yeah. I can be strong. I can.
And I can be sensitive too.
Exactly. Yeah. So don't just categorize me into just one box. I'm multifaceted.
Yeah.
So, like, treat me as such, and don't think that just because I may have endured it before that I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. I think a lot of times with our sensitivity, rather, and I'm just going to go back to that, because being the strong Black woman, we do get classified that we're not sensitive, we're not emotional, stuff like, or we too emotional. Let me just say that.
Because they say we're aggressive.
We too emotional, or we don't display the right emotion, because aggressive is emotion. So let's just say we don't display the right emotion. But anyway, like that, they say that we're not sensitive to certain things, and we are very sensitive to certain things, which is why we're very heavy opinionated on a lot of topics that impact us, impact our community. That's sensitivity right there. So I feel like when we say that we are a strong Black woman, I think that it does hurt us, and it hurts us in the workplace, but it hurts us in our household, like in our families, because we're trying to be everything to everyone, and it impacts us. It does. And we lose that sensitivity that we can have for one particular situation or event, because we're trying to be strong for everything.
Exactly. And it makes it seem like that's the goal, where it's okay to be sensitive. It's okay.
The goal, I'm not to cut you off, but the goal is just to let things roll off our backs. So here.
Yeah. So with that, I think what I'm trying to show now, to be honest to myself, to showcase to my daughter, to other family, to friends and stuff like that, that it's okay to be vulnerable and seek support. It's okay to still be strong, but, ask, or just allow me to be vulnerable and allow me to get this out. Like, be my sounding board when it's appropriate for you. My bad. And I think it's sad that we have to combat that all the fucking time. It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Because it's an assumption that we can do it. And yes, we can, but it's like, that's not where I want to exist 24/7.
It's a lot of things that we can do. Or it's a lot of things that I can do that I just rather not do. I'm just going to be honest. It's a lot of things that I can do.
But we have to do that. And I think that's the thing of when you meet us and have a conversation with us, leading with our accolades and all of those type of things. Do you know what the fuck I had to do to get that? You know what I'm saying? So and even that sounds angry, like I'm mad, but it's like I had to take on a lot of things.
It doesn't sound angry. It sounds that you're fucking proud about that shit, because it took you through the ringer. I don't think people understand, and that's why we as Black women get upset when it comes to our education, because I don't think they understand. They're not just handing out degrees to us. Like,
that's a lot of work.
Nursing, that's a different topic. But they just not out here handing this out to us.
You stupid. Let's stop it. Because they was giving out fake diplomas or some shit. Go ahead. Certification.
I know. So anyway, so they're not just handing that out to us. And I don't know about you, and we probably should talk about this later throughout the month when we talk about Black history. I felt racism in our program towards me with a lot of different things that happened. I'm gonna probably tell you later, but it was some racism going on, and that's because when we started the program, it is what it is. But anyway, it doesn't sound like you are angry. It sounds that you're proud because you went over something that was hard to accomplish. That's what I meant to say.
Exactly. And I know we did like statistics earlier on about how many single mothers are able to accomplish X, Y, and Z, and we were able to do that. And so with leading with that in conversation while we're dating and stuff like that,
it's hard as shit.
It was 3, not 1, not 2, but 3.
3 degrees was hard as shit.
Multiple certifications. So it's like, it's a lot of things that we talk about when we're dating, so people can get to know us. And I swear sometimes men are put off by that.
So here's my other thing. So this is
they are intimidating.
It is intimidating. Let me tell you this, because I was talking to another group of guys.
Get your fucking notepad.
I was talking to another group of mixture. It was guys and girls, and we were just talking about dating, and they were like, "So you just gonna on the first date tell them your degrees?" I'm like, if it comes up, it's not like I'm just gonna
be like,
on my
let me make sure I got all of these things to say, and the first one, sucker shit. No, men should take that as like, dang, that's dope. That should be something to applaud.
I would think that too.
I would think that, but we meet a lot of sucker men who become intimidated by it, that initially I would not speak a whole lot about my profession. For one, it's a lot to fucking explain what we do.
A lot to fucking explain.
And there's a lot of jargon, so me just talking like I would candidly with Rhea, she gets it, but to other people I have to go into a little bit more depth about what I'm talking about.
And
so
I don't want to say all this shit.
It's exhausting, so I would not even talk about it. At least not on the first, second date, but you know, eventually it will come up. Like, what do you do for a living? I mean, that's a common question. So I think even the first reaction of people being like, "Oh, you're a school psychologist?" Like it's unheard of. Like it's like, dude, like not to even like dim my light because I ain't doing that. But it's like
you're not doing it no more.
I'm like, okay, I'm so much more than just a psych too. Like, you know,
I feel that way too. So it's a TikTok experiment going around. This white lady had did it, and so she's a district attorney for her state. But she went on a date and she told that person that she was a teacher, and she ended up getting like 6 dates until he found out that she was actually a district attorney.
Wow,
I know, right? Seriously,
no,
and
this is feds. That's different. I'm trying to use it.
But I'm just saying a little bit different.
Yeah, that's different.
But I can see where she's coming from, because a man hearing it, not
but
to
she
say,
told them she was a teacher. She could have said I'm a regular lawyer.
Yeah.
But she said I was a teacher.
because then it sounds more.
That's DA is different. You locking up people.
She could have said I'm an attorney.
Yeah, that's different
That
than a
means you're a
DA.
nurturer, so that means I'm a good mother. I mean, it means so many other
But she
things.
said I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were an attorney, like, I look like I ain't paying for all these dates. That's what I look at it at.
No, I think he had a nice job.
I'm like,
she told me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the experiment was he had a
A
forgot
decent
my
job,
wallet.
too.
I forgot my wallet.
Yeah. So silly.
We love
another thing about being soft that just came into my mind is that I don't want to figure out things by myself.
Oh, I love that. Please don't let me make decisions. I'm so tired of making choices.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's going to be so exciting in relationship to be able to entrust decision making to someone else. I think that is a level of softness that I don't want to be thinking of.
I cannot wait to get there.
Yes.
Because I'm tired of having the answers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't.
What we eat tonight? I don't know. Like, figure it out.
I'm just winging it, guys.
Seriously. But to have somebody that can make decisions, that has insight, is an expert in a different level of life, I cannot wait to be able to.
I agree.
Be soft in that way.
Oh, I want to put that under my resume too. I agree with that. So, when we talk about femininity and feminine energy,
yes.
I can feel feminine.
What you won't do is come on my friend. I can do it. This is like a sibling. Like, we can't talk shit about each other, but let somebody else come in and talk shit.
Yeah.
We ain't doing it.
Y'all thought it was me.
Right. I'm very raw.
Y'all thought it was me.
I'm also very sweet and caring.
Y'all thought it was me.
She knows when to turn it on, too.
I'm the funny one. This one right here, baby.
I'm soft.
This one was gonna get out the car and be like, don't shoot.
Don't try me. I keep her on reserve. I don't bring her out all the time. Go
but
ahead.
I say that to be like, sometimes I feel like when we are hurt in our feminine energy, that we do go into that masculine energy. And that goes into like, a lot of times we heard that black women are the most educated women, right? But then again, it's a meme going around, or I was listening to like this, not listening, but reading this Twitter feed. Like, I got my heart broken, so I went back to school. Or I got my heart broken, so I decided to get like level up and become a doctor. And I'm not trying to say there's nothing wrong with you doing that if you have an interest of becoming that, but your own plight, your own like, you know, motivation shouldn't be that heartbreak.
It shouldn't stem from
trauma. It should not stem from trauma.
I guess it's the type of trauma. It's the type of trauma that gives you the reason to build yourself in a better way, I guess. So going back to school would be the subsequent action to that.
And you just going back to just to get degrees and just to get degrees.
Because then it shows accomplishment. Like, I did this on my own. That I didn't need this person.
But I didn't need no man. And we already know that.
Let's talk about it.
That I don't need no man statement is not a good statement.
So I remember
that is not a good statement.
I'm a 30-ish-year-old woman, right? And
I remember,
right? And I remember my younger self will always be like, I don't need him for nothing. I can take care of it on my own. Damn, I hate that. That's it. Like, how many people in that turn away with it? I hate that I said that.
That is not good. And the reason why, so going back to the beginning of the show, right? When I said I really listen to Jessie, I like her. Yeah. She's really deep. And she said, what I am learning is that it is more water. It is more abundance. It is more love out there. I don't have to drown right here. But Black women who have not learned that or are not trying to learn, because that's a hard thing to learn. If you are, I'm just saying for me, because I know how I am when I fall in love. If you're, it's hard to learn. But if you choose to ignore your hurt feelings and just want to go and get a degree to be Dr. Jackson or whatever, or Dr. whoever or something like that, you are not in your feminine energy, and you're not allowing yourself for opening up new experiences, new I don't want to say new heartaches, but just new love. You see what I'm saying? Like you're not allowing that to happen because you're just like.
Because you're creating this tough exterior,
exactly.
so you don't. It's what is it? It's a mechanism. Goodness, it's a self-protection defense mechanism. Thank you, friend. But I think that's where what it is that we in this relationship, we give our all to it, where we're depleted, our cup is empty. So then when that relationship ends, we're lost, and in a way to find ourselves again, we dive into this realm of, if it's education or whatever, new
business, it's a
new hobby or whatever, which can be good. Let that be a catalyst if you're interested in it, but not something you're just doing to showcase, I accomplished this without you.
Exactly. And that's one thing I think we need to really talk about, because I don't need no man, I'm going to accomplish this without you. Well, hell yeah, bitch, you accomplish it without you because you ain't doing the work. I mean, he ain't doing the work. He ain't studying with you. So yes, this is all on you. So I feel like that I don't need no man hurts us so bad. Because we just talked about, I don't know, in St. Louis, y'all, we just had this ice. And baby, when I was younger, back in the 20s, I used to city girl that shit out. Okay. I mean, I have a son now who's, he's able to do that. But if I did not have a son who's able to put down salt and all of that stuff.
Just a thought that when was it? When was the last time we had snow? Whenever we just recently had snow. Walking outside to my car, I was like, this is ghetto. Like, I gotta get the snow off my car. Like, this shit is beyond me. Like, it's crazy. And it's like, this is gonna be my last fucking winter doing this shit.
We don't need no man, right? But we don't need no man.
Come over.
But we don't need no man. We don't need him. Shit.
But not just to do for me. I want to enjoy life.
Of course, just enjoy life. But I just use that as an example.
No, I'm just putting it out there. You know, some people hold on to that one thing. That I'm just trying to use you. But no.
So the podcast.
You
gonna text me right before the snow
storm. You want me to take the trash out. That's all you need.
No. But I need that conversation that, platonic female relationships just cannot give you. Or that intimacy. We talked about intimacy earlier on our podcast. I think love languages and apology languages. Or that intimacy that, that friendship. And, me and Chloe are close. We're super, super close. But that intimacy that, just can't get you. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of times we substitute that intimacy with sometimes platonic relationships when in general we want that intimacy from whoever that husband or that boyfriend is. Not saying we don't get this intimacy from everybody, because I know how y'all are on the internet, on this nice little internet, Blue Ivy's internet. But
Blue Ivy's internet.
But we need that intimacy that men bring, that extra opinion that they bring, or just that masculine energy. We need that. So to say I don't need no man, that hurts us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from a broken heart.
It is.
And that's from
hurt.
a defense mechanism because we felt like they hurt us before.
So now you have to have this tough exterior so, you know, you're not penetrated in that same way.
Drowned in the water.
Penetrated, Jesus Christ, that just took me somewhere else. Yeah, so I think
we need him.
We need him, please. But yeah, friends. So yeah, I'm glad that we talked about that because I think it's great to hear how each person defines femininity for themselves. For sure. What does a soft life, you know, more carefree and more intuitive life means? And sometimes it can mean something different. So I think getting that definition from the person you're partnering with or in friendship with to know, like, I'm in a new season. It's me time now.
Yes.
I feel like H.E.R. It's me time.
It's
me time.
And you never know when you're in your feminine energy, when you're in your feminine bag, you can get a lot of stuff. You can get a lot of stuff.
Yes, you can.
You do get a lot of stuff handed to you because you in that, you know, that womanhood.
And it's an aura. It is.
Energy. That's what I'm saying. It's an aura. It's an energy.
It is.
It's just, you know.
I think it's, for me, it's self-love. So when I realized how important it was to love me first, I think everything then I attracted, I received it right back. It's like almost what you put out there. It's like what is it? What is not slingshot? What's that thing? Boomerang. It like comes, well, you throw it out and it comes back to you. Isn't that a boomerang? Yeah,
it is a boomerang. But
you know the energy.
Karma you thinking about?
It's kind of like a sort of karma, but karma has this negative connotation to it.
Does sometimes.
But it's like what you put out there, it comes right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about that.
You did.
But yeah, so what you put out there is what you get back, and I think that is so important. So like you said, you get good things when you give good things.
Absolutely.
So,
and it's so good to be a woman. Like, we're nurturers, we're growers. You know.
Yes.
We're intuitive. So yeah.
Yes, for sure.
So what do y'all think? What's y'all feminine energy?
Tell us.
Tell us.
How do you define that for yourself?
How do you find it for yourself? Are you working in it? Are you trying to get there? You know, what's that? Yes. All right, friend.
Yes, this was another great episode of Womanology. We thank y'all again for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, Womanology_podcast. Us personally. Okay, so this is one thing. So I had to go back to private for my page because I was getting too many random people, like weird, okay. So let me a tidbit of information. It's not even. I'm not even talking about men or anything like that. I was getting people like psychic
readers.
Are y'all getting that type of people?
I was like psychic readers too, but I blocked them. I'm gonna block them.
But when they went on a picture with Cameron and started talking all of that, I was like,
that shit.
Oh, it's a wrap. Going back private. So if you want to request me as a friend. Because it's no longer public. What is my girl? What's my thing? Oh, yours truly _Chloe with a C, not a K.
What's up, y'all? So yeah.
What's yours?
Rhea _Dakota_ed.s.
Come on now.
Yep. Yes. So that's me. So yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
We love y'all for the support.
So much.
And see you next time.
Bye.
See you.